Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Warhammer 3 Total War. Non-aggression pact with you guys. Yeah, you know what? Definitely. Even though you did take this province down there, which I would prefer to sort of have for myself, but yeah, that's fine. I don't really want to cross south all that much anytime soon. I think I'll focus this campaign to the north and to the east of the Empire. Well, as much as circumstances allow, obviously I won't fight the dwarves or anything like that. We're going to keep it friendly and within the bounds of law. Even though, how do I put this? Alliances in Warhammer Fantasy aren't really set in stone, right? And it's not like the dwarves and the humans are always and forever best friends and nothing ever wrong is ever going to happen between the two and they have nothing but love and admiration for each other. No. It just happens that they're both beset by horrible monstrosities on all sides that, you know, you might as well band together because, well, you're all at the very least humanoid, which is more than can be said for the vast majority of the things they fight. But yeah, anywho, that's the plan. So, here's a question. I think these guys are within reach. I could technically fight them alongside the Beastmen, which is honestly just fascinating.
Amethyst Mage.
But I don't think that's the right thing to do. No, I don't. Okay. Instead, we're going to go to Drakenhof. And we're going to go to Drakenhof immediately, and we're going to attack it immediately. Let's fight it manually. I'll take you through a sort of, how do I put this, like a short version of the fight. Because it doesn't make much sense to show you the full siege. I'll cheese it a little bit with the towers and the artillery, not too much though, but it also wouldn't make sense to dedicate a whole, like, 20 minutes to it, because it's not really close or exciting, so I'll just show you the most interesting bits, and I'll pause the recording while I'm doing the whole setup and everything. And here we go. It's another disastrous siege for the Vampire Counts, because they have no towers on the corner here. 2 towers over there, which we're going to destroy easily, and a fairly open area in the middle for them to concentrate their troops and to get hit by artillery. So, let's begin. So, I took some hits over here from one of their towers, which, as you can see, is a bit annoying. But we're getting rid of that as we speak.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
I think now I can turn this back on for a short while at least. I want to get rid of those Fellbats with the dragon. Make sure we keep pummeling the defenders like so. And as soon as I'm going to take out the second tower as raising a little bit unfortunate there in retrospect, but we're going to take out the second tower as well. I'll keep it, you know, you choose where your mind goes with that.
Mage of Death.
Let's go these two. Will help the battle out a little bit. And I'm going to put the handgunners like so. Okay, you actually can't hit that. That's fine. You can hit the skeleton soldiers that are coming. Warriors, pardon me.
Engineer, let's move.
Let's see if they're going to be able to hit the guys at the back of the wall there and do some significant damage. Okay, so Fate of Bajuna did honestly did not do a lot of damage. I kind of expected a little bit more. The guns from over here should do... they're not doing that much either. But it's fine, I suppose. Okay, that unit's dead. Velbats are still not dying. And there I was, talking all sorts of nonsense about how I'm killing them easily and so on and so forth. This game can hear you at times, I swear. Okay, we do have a restock. We have piercing shot, blazing shot. This is what you switch to? No? Yeah, this is what you switch to. Okay.
I have a plan. Get moving.
Okay, hit the cavalry. Those guys are dead. We can now do another Fate of Bajuna on those guys. See how much damage it does. I think Spirit Leech is better in these situations. But, yeah. Right, and obviously take out that arrow tower in the back. That's why cannons are so bloody good. Okay, yeah, it's like maybe 2 Spirit Leeches. Counts like more than 3 though, so... not exactly ideal. But yeah, take out this defensive position, this one, and continue the artillery bombardment, and then we're going to storm the gates if they don't give up before that.
Elspeth von Draken.
Which I don't think they will, but we will see. Okay, so as things stand, we've peppered them with projectiles on the walls, which did actually surprisingly much damage. I thought it wouldn't do much, but yeah, it did alright. And I've broken the gates, and I haven't really cheesed them into anything. I've just let this artillery unit fire at will for most of the battle. And now we're about ready to move in, I would say. I'm just going to put 2 units over here while I group up the spearmen and the melee units that are going to charge into the fray. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't been really doing much in the way of some vile and disgusting tactics that, you know, well, there you go. I've literally just let the artillery fire at will, and it wiped out the garrison. I was just preparing to sort of storm in. I expected them to fall apart pretty much as soon as I went in through the gate, but there you go. I did cast a lot of spells with Elspeth trying to figure out whether Fate of Bajuna is worth it or not. Is it Buna? As Buna fell, I think is what she says. So yeah, Buna. Fate of Buna. It's not worth it. It's really not. It's better than Spirit Leech, fair enough, but like 16 Winds of Magic. Spirit Leech is like, what, 6, 5, something like that. Not worth it. Really not worth it. I imagine it'll be worth it in shorter battles where, you know, you can't cast 10 different Spirit Leeches, but Elspeth is on a dragon. Yes, you can. Like, vast majority of the time, you can just send her ahead of the main army and sort of pepper the enemy with smaller damage spells. So, cannons helped out a ton as well with eliminating enemy defenses. We took a couple of hits from their towers, which was nasty. They had some mortars or vampiric mortars or whatever on them. That did a bit of damage to the Ironsides or to the Amethyst Ironsides and to these guys, but other than that, yeah, this was a bit trivial, and it didn't really even do much. I just did the standard tactic that I would use, for example, in Rome 1, to just bombard the enemy defenses and then sort of climb on over the walls, but, well, what can you do? Okay, let's get this, then let's get... realistically, is this thing in danger? Probably not, right?
Elspeth von Draken.
Yeah, we need public order. We can get that.
The graveyard rose.
So this reduces the cost of the Purple Son of Zerus. Probably get that, right? And this will reduce it down further. It's probably going to be like extremely cheap.
This belongs in my archives.
Alright, Haunted Hills are ours.
Known.
We're going to get income or growth? I think still growth from this place.
Amethyst Guardian. We are the strength
And now,
of the
let's get rid of both of these free militia companies. As
Has the hourglass
much as I appreciate them being here,
I
it's
call upon your might.
no bueno, as they say. And of course, a steam tank is going to
Join
be...
me for the pillars of the world.
Yeah, it's going to make the world tremble, alright. You've got that right. And the Haunted Hills are ours. Good. Great. Wurtbad. Get you on Forced March and back into our hometown of Nuln. And the rest, we have, what, 2,000 left? I think we invest that into some economic thingamablob, probably somewhere. Yeah, there you go. That'll do. Doesn't this improve? No, it doesn't do anything. It's just there for trade. Okay. Well, there you go. Invest all our money into the economy, and voila. Okay, so 58%. We need 76 for the next tier. That's going to take a while, but like I said, the Empire's looking alright. I just wish that Reichland would pick things up a little bit, and oh god, they let the dwarves take over here. That's going to be a bit annoying later down the line, but they are a really high strength ranking, so if nothing else, there's something. Military access through Karakhian, definitely. Then nowhere near a confederation yet with anyone. Unfortunate. I think that's going to be it for this turn. Okay, building upgrades available. Are they? They're not, like, not really. Okay. So, what is this? Wreak havoc. Raise or sack a settlement belonging to any of the enemies of Telebakland. Dunno. Ooh, I'm gonna get the Pale Scythe soon. Kill 1,000 enemies and battle with Elspeth. Ability of the Pale Scythe. Effects intensity increase when nearby allies or enemies cast spells. Spell mastery and spell resistance. What the hell is spell mastery? Less cost for Wind of Death spells, less cost for, or less miscast chance. Okay, so Elspeth can become a really, really good spellcaster. Who'da thunk? I thought the title would belong to the Golden Order guy, the Golden Boy as they call him, of the Empire, but yeah, not really apparently. And I mean, kind of difficult to gauge which one of the two is better, and there's my problems. There's the slap in the face, both literally and proverbially. There's what we're looking for. 2 full VC stacks, probably with a bunch of Vargheists and Vargwolves and Graveguard and whatnot. There's the problem I was looking for. Where?
If you hope to walk off with my treasures,
Interesting.
you will not have a
Please don't
chance
tell me
to
you're gonna
hope again.
break. You want to trade with me? Ah, good. No, but I appreciate the offer. Means you're not gonna backstab me yet. Okay, they're splitting up. Remember that teleport that I said was going to be all important and amazing and awesome? Here it comes. Right. No, I'm not going to teleport yet. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take one more settlement or see if I can fight another vampire stack as is, but... Ooh boy. Okay. Yeah, if it weren't for the teleporting ability... Well, to be fair, if it weren't for the teleporting ability, I probably wouldn't have declared this war yet. I probably would have done things a little bit differently to begin with, but... Still, this is going to save our asses. And then some, I feel like. Okay, listen, Gregor, you've been doing a great job so far. You've spotted these guys, right? Awesome. Here's the problematic army. Here's what I want you to do.
Seek out the heretics.
I want you... Level 60, man. They've been getting some
You are judged.
fights in, haven't they?
Such insolence.
Critical failure. Lovely. 50% chance to succeed, and you hit me with a critical failure.
As fate
Okay.
requires. Lady of
If that's what you're going to be like, then it's actually not that big of a problem, because... Blop!
Forbidden winds, forbidden
We've teleported.
breezes.
And now...
Where is the
Can I actually
graveyard?
force march out of here?
Lead me to
I
it.
can't.
For Noun's ends.
Shame. But... They're probably going to take this place over next turn, so I'm going to cancel building this. It'll save me some money. Then get these guys down here. And now probably just, you know, spend on upgrades in safer areas, I would say. Yeah? Yeah, I could always get attacked through here again. Someone might cross the river, but it's going to take them a long while to do so, because there's no bridges on the river over here. So it's going to take a while for them to get to here, cross the river, get onto the other side. They might do it, but it's going to take a while. So I think what I'm going to do instead of, you know, worrying about that is I'm going to upgrade Schwarzhafen. Or maybe not really invest too much into the Haunted Hills yet. Yeah, public order there is going to be relatively fine. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's see, what do we need? This will increase my warrior. Now, at level 2, it's going to increase my warrior priest capacity. Which is not bad. This will increase my captain capacity. This will increase my witch hunter capacity. Sure, I mean, not like I need them for, not like I need that slot for anything else.
Burdened with brilliance.
And then that's about it, right? Okay. Question, do I want another hero unit of some description? Probably not, at least not right now. Maybe for the third army, well, for the third army definitely, rather. But not right now. Okay, let's get that third army going. Come from all regions. But also an Archlector here. You know what? Let's get this Archlector going.
True servant.
Simon Wagner. What sort of buffs do you provide? No. None. No, none for specific units through the customs, for the unique skill lines or anything. You do magic instead. That's actually good. That's actually good. You know what? Welcome to the Empire.
I will not obey.
Let's go with this.
Protector of the weak.
Give you 2 of these. Do I give you a pair of man-eaters as well? Nah, I don't think so. Don't really feel the need to in that army. And that's going to be it for this turn, I think. Going to be able to defend the Mootland against Vlad if he takes this place over. I think I'm out of range to recapture it immediately. Just barely, but I'm going to be close. And as for this army, well, I don't know what it's going to do. Actually, can he even... He can definitely take this with regular movement. But let's see. What does he choose to do? I don't think he could possibly know that I've teleported, but at the same time I'm pretty sure the AI knows everything anyway. Okay, I expected as much. There goes the first... There goes the first defeat, right? Yeah. I mean, that's quite something. Very first defeat. To be brutally honest, I was expecting...
Von Draken of the Amethyst College.
Attack to come from a slightly different direction, so I put the Garden of Moor there, and not the other place. But that's alright. Just a tad annoying I can't get to the settlement from here. Maybe putting it there would have been better, in retrospect. Because, like, on the next turn I can reach both of these and defend them, but it was what I was worried about. I was worried that I would see an army pop near the river over here. That was my main concern. Is, what if there's an enemy army that pops up, like, here somewhere and starts going down this road? Well, with this, I can sort of cut it off, right? If I'm over there, I could honestly do the exact same thing, probably. So, yeah. In retrospect, probably better decisions could have been made.
Dark Lady of Nome.
Okay. So, you know, all that fighting we've been doing with Elspeth and these guys at level 21. This guy at level 16. Yeah, the... Vlad the Dad has had a really, really, really eventful campaign
In search of answers.
as well.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Let's grab you 3 greatsword units. Invest everything back into the economy.
Darkness comes.
Now, I can see this guy as well. I think he can get to Schwarzhafen and Lichtenberg as well. That's why I haven't really invested in those. I'm sort of willing to lose them a little bit.
Rider of the dragon in Carmine.
Yeah. That's alright, honestly. Those settlements mean nothing. They're level 1, I just don't like losing settlements in general, which is sometimes a bit stubborn about it to my own detriment, right? I don't like losing settlements, but I really shouldn't worry about it right now. State-issued infantry armor, or state-issued weapons. State-issued weapons would give me... yeah, just for the melee guys, this is armor for everyone. I think I prefer the armor for everyone upgrade. Eventually we need to gain vision of all non-hostile Empire faction capitals. Need to get Seeker of Knowledge eventually so I can teleport around for a bit cheaper.
New knowledge is crucial for our elucidation.
Okay. Really quickly go through. These things, nothing new there either. Alright.
Expert in innovation.
Yeah, next turn I think, right? Next turn. Why do I notice a third army down there? If I can get a peace going with the vampire counts after I kill Vlad in this next battle, they're probably going to go after the Grey... Although it's not the Grey Mountains, it's the Hollow Mountains, one of the two. Ooh boy! Let's retreat. Okay, yeah, I expected this to happen. You can take this. It's a level 1 settlement. They've literally done nothing. They have not hampered me in any way, shape, or form, and yet, for some reason, I'm really keen on holding a grudge over it. I know, what can I say? I don't want to take that fight against 2 of their stacks at the same time, and the garrison.
A fine day beckons.
Defensive alliance. No, don't really care about defensive alliances. Are usually more trouble than they're worth. I don't like where I'm standing, though. It kind of looks like I can... Kind of looks like I can't get back to where I just was on the previous turn, even though I just retreated a little bit to the south, but it looks like I crossed the river somehow. Magically. Also, I've just noticed the giant throne atop the dragon that Elspeth has mounted. It's kind of hilarious, honestly. Okay, settlement lost, that's fine, whatever.
For Verena and Null.
Well, yeah, I can get across, it's just... Ha. Okay.
Begone.
Lady of Shaiish.
Any chance of peace? None whatsoever, obviously. I don't need to do a lot. I need to just hold off until the second army gets here. And so, in that sense, realistically, this is all probably fine.
Warrior of Sigmar.
But, you know, ...
Boss's orders. I will alone.
Look at these guys lurking for a chance to strike back at me. Hilarious. Yeah, I can just barely make it to where I was, but I can't make it to the fight over there.
More knows all paths have an end.
Do you reckon I go to the capital and try and defend it from there, and then...
Shaiish empowers me.
Kind of difficult to say what the right move is. I think defending Drakenhof is going to be a bit difficult against this army, but it's mostly zombies here, so it's not impossible. And if I go to the capital, I can go to this settlement next, and he's probably going to try and attack the capital of the Mootland afterwards, so... Let's see if I can maybe bait him into attacking the capital with both stacks. And sort of take things from there, because I can defend it really well from this position, and I'm within striking distance next turn. Of course, yes, I can see the other army. Yes, I know there's one rampaging around here as well.
For the Empire!
Can we get some regiments of renown in this army? We can. Mercenaries, we also have to. Elect state troops, not really.
Is this the correct ratio?
Well, it's going to be 2 turns away anyway, so...
Servant of the faith, Arch-Lector. Moving out.
Yeah.
Here to serve.
Okay, that's it. I've made my bed. Now it's time to rest in it. I've made my decision. I will hold the capital of the Mootland and hope that Vlad attacks it with both his armies there. I defeat both of his armies, and all of a sudden we are golden. We can choose where we want to go. Probably back towards Drakenhof again. To be honest with you, if he attacks Drakenhof with that weak zombie army, there's a good chance that Auto-Resolve wins it just on its own. But even if it doesn't, manually defending it depends on where they position their troops, but honestly, it's not impossible. You know, if they go to the ideal corner where there's no towers, then okay, yeah, it's going to be tough, but if they don't, and the VCs are slow, and he doesn't have flying units, and all manner of problems, really, for him. Or he could just stay in that one province that he took. Or that one settlement that he took. Seems a bit unlikely. Seems a bit passive. And no, I think he's past his turn. I think that's it, right? Okay, settlement besieged. For some reason, the game decided not to show me this, but yeah. That's exactly what we wanted. Now it's time to see whether I was right to be, you know, asking for this siege to happen. I mean, suffice to say, if I lose the siege, the game's over, right? There's no pulling back from this. Absolutely none. But, at the same time... really doesn't seem like it's that difficult to... Oh, hold on.
Just as I designed.
Transfer the greatswords over. And that's a 4-stack army, right? Yeah. And then force march over towards Schwarzhafen and Castle Drakenhof and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, this battle's obviously going to take an episode of its own, so I don't want to squeeze it in here because it's going to take a while. Instead, you know what? This goes to level 4 immediately. Very important to upgrade your capital. Well, your capital, maybe not so much, but usually that's where you're going to recruit most of your units from, so in that sense, yeah, your capital. And then let's spend some of this money on the economy. Okay, quick deals. Nothing. Castle Tempelhof. it'll pay off relatively quickly. Alright, good. So, let's see. Auto Resolve gives me a close victory with no units lost. Too many zombies in the last army. If this had some Graveguard and some higher tier units, even just a bunch of Crypt Ghouls, this would be a difficult battle. With a bunch of zombies, I am unafraid, but this will be the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed. Well, stay tuned with the rest of the content, the rest of the series that I produce here on the channel. Also, if you are so inclined, there are options for supporting me directly monetarily down in the description below in the form of Patreon and channel memberships, but by no means feel compelled to do anything. Just letting you know that it's down there. Been a while since I said that, so, you know, there you have it. I'll see you all next time for a very exciting and, well, campaign-defining, shall we say, moment in our empire. The Battle of the Mootland. See you then. Take care, have fun, bye-bye.